Good morning, my fellow ramblers, as we are getting ready for our last leg of this journey. Day 3 on our trip home. So Henry's outside, backing up the truck. I made breakfast and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna load up all these things, prepped everything. Missed one little spot, which is a new thing to my list. Never had to do this before. This is the key lock for the Referral because she needs it. So things you learn are the different appliances you get. We have residential, and we gotta put that there. I'm thinking I'm going to go to the hardware store and build another one, so I have 2 just in case that one ever gets lost. I know the depth and the type of screw pattern I need. I know that's not the right verbiage, but so I'm doing a visual. And it just so happens that it's raining. It's another rainy day. So, blah, 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 blah. The dogs are anxious. Militant. They need their medication. Say hello.
Hello.
All right.
Did you already bring my coffee in the truck?
Yeah, it's already in the truck.
Okay.
I just need to grab the food. And then we'll start the inside stuff.
Yep.
Last leg of the race.
You messing with me for a say, don't you know I'm local?
Really?
Give it to me, baby.
All right. It's early morning. We're trying to be cool. We're not. All right. See you guys.
All the girlies say a pretty fly.
For a white guy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we pressed it on slow-mo. So we were talking about the other day about, how things are, and we had this conversation because he was like, well, maybe we should change our name, maybe we should change this. I was like, well, we're living life's journey, we're doing what we want to do. That's the reason why the name came to be what it was. Why would we change our name? And our blog is Rambling Rimkus because we talk a lot. And he's like, well, then why don't we just, he was talking about the Rambling Rimki, because that's what we joke around about, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And it goes back to back when I was a freelance criminal, my recruiter called me Rimki.
So it was kind of like, that's where that whole, the Rambling Rimkus, it's Rimkus Ramblings, because I tried to do the Rambling Rimki, and somebody already has that. So it's Rimkus Ramblings is our web page, is our blog thingy, whatever. The thingy online. But, it's like, we started talking about, that's what we're going to be. We're the Rambling Rimki living life's journey here online. This is what we are. We talk a lot. So, anyways. So we're driving. We got 4.5 hours before we get to our destination. Woohoo! We get to go home today. And that also means we got unpacking to do, budgeting to do, grocery shopping to do. He's got things to prepare for work to do, laundry to do, holy crap to do. Lots of stuff to do.
Yep.
The first thing we gotta do once we get there is get her actually in her spot. That's gonna be tricky, because I don't know if we've ever told you guys, but it's a very tight fit. It's a very narrow situation. Narrow driveway. Well, if you home sweet home base, that road is very narrow. So if you look at that, it took us a long time. I cut that video down because it took us a long time to get in that spot. And yeah. So we're also now 4 feet longer than before, so it's gonna
but also we got 3 axles, and the rear axles are actually a little bit further back than they were on the other one. So
That's true.
we'll see how it all works out. Well,
But I believe we can do it.
I think we're gonna get in there just fine. God wouldn't have opened up all the doors He did for us to get this just to say, oh.
You're not
Have
going to be. Good luck with that, you know.
So it'll work its way out. We'll see what God has in store, but it'll work.
It'll take some time. We do have a saw thingy to cut back some of the tree limbs because she's not cutting those tree limbs, the broken down dead tree limbs are not cutting into Abigail. So anyway, so it was nice. It was very nice to see how in a colder climate how this is working out. And then it's like kicked in. It's like, oh crap, we're gonna be having snow. I started wigging out. I forgot to ask, where's our button for the tank heaters? So I started going through our HVAC system. It's like, there it is.
Yep, she was all freaked out. I was like, hey, we have tank heaters. I was like, yeah, and like you did, yeah.
Well, I knew he had it, but I didn't know where the button was for him. So I'm going through the system because remember, this is all new digital system.
Yep.
I'm going through the
You
system.
know where the button is? It's right here. Woo!
Yes, it's on the phone, but I don't want to depend on the phone. What happens if the phone dies or whatever? So I went back through the system and oh, there it is. Okay, it works. Let you guys know, and I'll show you what we've been doing also. Henry and I are we believe having a center in our faith and being working together, because some days it's just really hard, and sometimes you just, let's be honest, being a couple is great. Saying you love each other, awesome, because you guys need love comes first in a marriage. You gotta put that, no matter if you're having a bad day or whatever. But showing love and being in love is awesome. I love him, he's my everything. But it's still work, and you have to work at it. But having God as your foundation, we believe in that completely. And that's some things that we like to do, besides praying over each other and praying over our meals and stuff like that when we come together, is finding new ways to work together and having Christ at their center. And Henry found this Mr. and Mrs. Devotional. So we've been doing that every day.
You can't give to somebody else what you don't have. You can't have something that somebody else is giving to you. So you're not going to have love in its true form where it needs to be unless you receive it from the author of love, which is God. Right? So, yeah, this my shirt says, when in doubt, read the instructions with the cross and the Bible stuff. But here's the whole deal. Jesus needs to be at the center. We knew that when we first got married, and that's why we hold to Ephesians 5 and Ephesians 6 as being key for us. But what we need to do, that's why we do the devotions. So,
it's fun. It's something fun to do.
And the easiest way to put this through all the dudes are like, oh, I can do it on my own. No, you can't, bro. Love you to death, but you can't. Just like you can't put together a car without the instructions and knowing what all the other stuff's there.
And the author of creation, he's the one that we need to go to. He's the ultimate book.
Remember, Bible is an acronym too. Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yep. So this one Henry got. He found this one at Walmart, and it's by the Christian Art Publishers. And I was looking for a website, but if I find it, I'll put this in the link below so you guys can look for it. But it's really nice. It's a really nice book. It's a yearly devotional for couples, Mr. and Mrs. And I'll put that below if you find it. So, I'm also going to do. I decided I'm going to do a video walkthrough. Of course, I'm going to do walkthrough. But one thing when you buy a new RV or new to you, whether it's used or whatever, it's new to you. You just go through it, but you find out things about your RV that you look at it. It's like great floor plan. Everything's good. You go through everything. And then you start realizing, it's like, why did they do this? Why did they put this here? That doesn't make sense. After you live there, it's like, what were they thinking when they did this? So I'm going to do a video like that, because I found many different things about my RV, though I'm loving Abigail. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about her. I'm just thinking, a lot of these designers that create these RVs don't think about these things when they're building them. Like, I shouldn't really put this kind of thing here because it could cause this, or somebody could hit this, or something could be done here that we should choose something else. I'm going to show you. So I think I'm going to do this in that kind of a video, and then I'm going to post that video. I'll link into our Forest River and our Riverstone group, because I think it's going to help a lot of people that are looking at or are just purchasing this kind, so to prepare them for the stuff that they don't know that's coming. Because this is odd. I don't know. They have put some weird things in certain places. Are like, what were you thinking? But that's okay. It is what it is. But I love our RV. I love her to death. And even in the shakedown trip, not only did they drive it, get it down from Indiana to Florida, and then it was a show rig at the Tampa show, so it went through torture there too. But now we're driving it from Florida to Virginia. She's holding up. She's got miles on her already, and she's holding up. Okay? Nothing heavy has happened by God's grace so far. So good. So, as we continue this perilous journey to the other side of the world. Dun, dun, dun.
Good. Get love.